Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Bear. I'm here to work on a Lego set and hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can use other people's emotes or just say hi, or you could just be a lurker and not say anything at all. John is here. Welcome. John Lasberg is here. Also, there is the blue emote if you're a Tier 2 subscriber, which right now is just Aristophan. Aristophan is our Tier 2 subscriber. But yeah, we got Ghost Valve here. We already have a stellar crew of folks. Fantastic bunch of regulars. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I am currently at 34 subscribers. The goal is to hit 40. The goal is always to hit 40. Aristophan is here with that blue emote because Aristophan is here too. Welcome. But yeah, 34, trying to get to 40. It's September. If you have never subscribed before, or if you have in the past, you save money by subscribing. You save some cash. You know, you use Prime Gaming Token. That's okay too. Love that. You don't get a discount for gifting subs, which, in my opinion, you should. You should be able to get a gift of sub if you're out there helping people out and spreading joy and fun and good times. Arctic Sloth is here. Hello, Arctic Sloth. We got a great crew tonight on a Saturday, which is awesome. Because sometimes our Saturdays feel a little light, but not tonight. Tonight we are starting strong. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this evening working on this kit here. I'll show it off on the overhead camera there. But we're getting a lot done. We're getting a lot done here with our camper van. Will we finish this tonight? Fuck no. Will we finish this on Monday? Probably no. Will we finish this on Thursday? I think so. I don't know. I think tonight I'll get a good understanding after 2 hours of where we're at. If we're even in book 2, which I think book 2 is shorter than. I think that. I don't know. Let's see how many steps we got going on here. We go up to 115. So there's 115 steps, and we're at number 53. So you're going to finish it eventually. Thank you, Arctic Sloth. I appreciate it. Yeah. So we're on step 53 of 115. So, you know, we're getting there. Once we get into book 2, I'll feel better about it. But, you know, yeah, we're on our way. 1,300 plus pieces. It's going to take a little while. And we will get into Lego just a bit. Just a couple more little things tonight. We're going to be talking about some anime in the second hour, including an anime episode that was too scandalous for TV back at the beginning of the season aired. So we'll talk about that because it's maybe culturally significant, but probably not that culturally significant. And we'll talk about some announced video games, maybe some video games we're playing. I'll complain about some things because I have some grievances, and so I'll probably get that out there. And then maybe we'll talk about some wrestling because it keeps happening and wrestling keeps going. And I don't know if there's anything major to talk about in the world of wrestling, but there's always seemingly news. And of course, we'll be hanging out with all of you and checking in on what you have to say and what's going on with you. Yes, the Aaron Grizzly. Jam just resubscribed with Prime. That's 56 months. So we're going to hit the old applause there. Thank you very much, Jam. The applause there. We did not get a Stream Elements overlay, so I'm going to go to Stream Elements. My assumption is that I did. Yes, I am not logged into Stream Elements right now, so I got to do that. So my apologies, friends. I did blast my cache here on Firefox, so that might be why we didn't see that notification popped up. So hopefully we will see it. But yeah, I was not logged into Stream Elements, so we did not get that. Let's see if I can do it now. And maybe I can do it. No, didn't happen. Well, that's just Prime. I don't know why that didn't happen, but my apologies, Jam, that we didn't get the overlay on there. But I thank you very much for renewing your subscription. And that puts us at 35 subscribers, so I got to update the board. We are at 35 subscribers out of 40. Again, the goal is to hit 40. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're shooting for, because that means that I should get a payout. And getting a payout is good because that means that I can exchange it for model kits, you know, eventually. But yeah, that didn't work. All right, well, hold on a second. Let me get back into stream. Let me get back over to Stream Elements and see what's going on here. What's going on here? Go to the dashboard. Got my other. No, that's not there. Loyal. No, chat bot, chat commands, blah blah blah. Activity feed. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't want to mute alerts. I'm going to reload my overlays. See if that works. Reload my overlays and then try to do that. I don't know. So, sorry everybody. This is a thing that I will, at this point, deal with after the fact. This is just going to be a fun thing for Pat to do later, I guess. I shouldn't be doing this now. Hey, Dirty, welcome. Happy to have you here. All right, so I'm going to reply to my own tweet. Let's get into this Lego, and then we'll hang out and I guess probably start with some airing of grievances because I got a couple of grievances, and we'll get to that. Let's go to the overhead. There's the overhead. Hell yeah. Okay, so before we get into adding more Lego to this, we should take a look at this and see what we got going on here. The thing I wanted to point out is that this kit is not scale to minifigs. It is like a scale of the actual Volkswagen camper van that does not fit quite right. Like this sink is taller than this minifig. That ain't correct. This minifig is not going to be able to step on the gas sitting on the front seat. It's just not right. And it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be minifig size scale, but it is weird. That I guess that's why this kit doesn't come with minifigs, because they ain't gonna work. But it was just very funny to like take a minifig out and put it there and go like, oh, you can't even reach the sink. Sucks to be you. But anyway, that was just a thing that I noticed and wanted to mention. This kit does have doors that open here, and we're going to be adding more to the front of this to make this look, more presentable. Right now, we're just adding the components. And the one thing we do have is, because it is a Volkswagen, the engine is back here, and we can actually look at that. We open the trunk up to see where the engine is. So you can see there. Yeah, you can see the engine. Well, I guess I can show it to you like that. But yeah, so that is the engine compartment pops up, and that is a thing that you can do on this camper van, which is fun. That is a fun bit of business. And yeah, we got the sink there and all that, and some supplies, some drawers, various things. And now we're going to be building up the bed area, because I believe this is the bed is over the engine, which when you're driving, probably not great, but when you're parked, who cares? It is elevated, and you got to put an engine in this thing at some point. We'll have to measure its emissions. Yes, John, very important. We'll put it through a full emissions test to make sure it's roadworthy. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff to do here, and so we will get these all set up. As always, I have, because this is a used kit, pre-owned kit, I have gone through and I have keeps the bed warm. Yes, Aristophan, it does. So I'll be setting aside the components that I need here, figuring out where they need to go, and then putting them together. And I'm just going to pull what I need. So I've been going through with my bags, because I have everything knolled into different bags by color. And then I've been going through and just setting ahead. Right now I have up to step, we're on step 53. I have up to step, partway through step 85. So I've done up through some of 85. We'll see how far we get. On Thursday, we built every piece that I had laid out, and I had to start digging for more pieces, which was good. So I don't know. I don't know how far we're going to get with this process, but we'll go through all of it and find what we need. We need those pieces there. We'll get to it, friends. A bad thing happened. Now, the history of this kit. My friend Adam bought some kits new to build and built them and sent me them. This kit has not been built by Adam. This kit was purchased and sat waiting for someone to give it a good home. And that's someone it's me. And I say that specifically so you know that there are two parts that were not in this kit. I was like, maybe I have the color wrong, because sometimes my eyes are bad about the color. So I was like, oh, maybe I have this wrong, and this isn't exact. Like I'm missing a step somewhere. Oh, I'm fucking this up. No, those pieces are just not in here, and they're not common. We'll show it to you when we get there. I did basically what I ended up doing is I just makeshift made myself an approximate Lego piece that will work based on the random Legos that I just have in my collection, because in January I sent out a bunch of Lego for charity, the Lego Replay. So I don't have like a lot of Lego. It's whatever I built since. So I didn't have these particular pieces, which again I'll show when we get there, which was very frustrating. So I just got to make do. Now my hope is that's it. That because Adam didn't go through and make sure every single piece was in there, which I appreciate and understand. It'd be interesting if someone with a 3D printer could make the similar facsimile. Yeah, you'd have to do certainly sanding to do the piece, but like it'd certainly be possible. Luckily, I can I said when we get there, you'll see I could kind of make it happen. It's not perfect by any means, but the nice thing is where it's going to be on the kit, you'll never actually see it. It's support, so as long as I have the supports right, it'll be fine. Dirty says, I'm pretty sure that thing is old enough to have aged out of emission testing. Oh, certainly. I'm certain. Yes, I was being facetious at that point. All right. Enough of this, like, trying to be positive about the Lego situation. It's time to air some grievances. And, of course, you can also air them as well. I never want to be the focus of this. But I'll start with this opinion. If you have to power wash for more than one day, you should have hired someone to do the job for you instead of renting or purchasing your own power washer. Now, I think power washing is fun. I think the video game Power Wash Simulator is fantastic. Really enjoyed that game. Looking forward to the DLC or the bonuses or whatever else is going to come out for that, which apparently is happening. Looking forward to that. Enjoyed it. But my neighbor across the street got a power washer to do his driveway, and he spent most of Thursday and a good chunk of Friday power washing that driveway. And I was just like, oh, either you did not get a good power washer, or perhaps you should have some kind of, I don't know, cleaning agent and not just using water on it. Or and hear me out on this, friends. Maybe you should have fucking hired somebody. God damn it. Why didn't you hire anybody? You jerk. Potted plant here. Really like this little potted plant on there. It's very frustrating because I was like trying to live my goddamn life, and it's directly across the street. And yeah, these windows are pretty good, but they're not like brand new windows, so the sound done got in, and I had to like hear that, and it completely and totally fucking sucked. And I was so frustrated. Now, what's my revenge? My revenge is that it poured today. It rained all day. And if he had power washed after it rained, it would have been easier for him to do it, I'm sure. But, instead, that's just the thing that we ended up dealing with, which is like, I just had to live with this man just making so much goddamn noise with his power washer. I assume that this hinge will do something soon. Right now it just sits there. I do like this little potted plant, and then we got a little shelf there. Very lucky that all my neighbors are pretty considerate. Anything that's super noisy, we just let the others know. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, tell us. Hey, just so you know, I got to power wash the driveway. Like, maybe someone would be like, oh, well, actually, do you want to borrow? Like, there are people who clean their driveways all the time and have the buffers, the big buffers, like the floor buffer things they have them for driveways. Maybe somebody would have lent him something that would have sped up the process. Now, the part of where it poured today, I woke up and it was raining, and it rained for hours and hours. I said that was a benefit because it was like, ha ha ha, now it's raining. And that's true. That is true, that was a benefit. I was like, aha. The downside of the fact that it was raining all day was that we also had thunder and lightning, pretty bad storm, wind was a little bad, and the motherfucking power went out. That's right. Lost power today from a little after 10 a.m. until almost 1 p.m., which is too much time. And they thought maybe it would be 2 p.m. that we would get power back. We ended up getting it a little before 1. And then, very briefly, not that long, but it did happen, the power went out again at like 3-something, just as I was about to record a video. Monday's Pat Bear's Anime Club was getting ready. I was getting ready to record that when suddenly I had to stop what I was doing because the power went out. Everything's fine. I did take the opportunity when we didn't have power to find out if our garage door could be opened from the inside, because it's electric, obviously. It can. It's not hard to do that. And releasing it to close it, also fine. And while it was raining, I just was near the edge of my garage, but not obviously outside. And I cleaned my computer because I couldn't use my computer. There would be no point using my computer, what with the no power in the house. So I decided that my best option would be to just take my computer out and with the canned air and some other cleaning apparatus, get microcloth fiber, you know what I'm saying. Get in there and just get into it and get things real clean. Hello. So I did. Ended up doing, I think, a pretty good job cleaning up the old PC. Here's Pat Bear's recommendation of the day. If you haven't cleaned your computer out for a while, you fucking gotta. You need to get in there and do it because there's dust and dirt in there. Your fans are choking. They need to move better. You're getting slower performance because of all the dust and dirt and debris in there. You got to clean it out. And maybe even where you keep your computer. Maybe that's gotten dirty and you didn't even notice it. Got a filter on the top, maybe. Filter on the bottom, around the power. You know, you got to take care of all that. And if you do that... Oops, did drop a piece, but I found it. You might not even notice an immediate difference. But... you'll know it's clean. So there's Pat Bear's cleaning tips. Let's see. Talked about my power washing neighbor. Power went out. Computer got cleaned. I'm just going through my cheat sheet of things to talk about today. Other things we could talk about today. All right. Tip of the day. Arctic Sloth says, it has been months since I cleaned out my PC and I have cats. It's going to be horrible. Arctic Sloth, that might be a good time to put on a mask. Get it, and I assume you have masks in the house. But yeah, if you are going to be if you got pets, you got cats in the room where your computer is, you know, even you got dogs, you got gerbils in the house. You're going to have some dust and dirt in there. You're going to want to get in there, Arctic Sloth. So games got announced this weekend. There was a Disney event and also Ubisoft made some announcements today. Now, I'm not going to get into the Ubisoft's announcements. Because, again, hello, Sour. Hi again. I'm not going to get into the many announcements from Assassin's Creed. There are a lot of Assassin's Creed games that got announced, and I don't know. I stopped playing at the second game. So I don't know. I never played Assassin's Creed 3 is what I'm saying. And they announced 15 Assassin's Creed games. They took 2 years off and then were like, hey, we took time off on this tired, stale franchise. But don't worry, we're coming back with all of them. Are we going to Japan? Apparently, yeah. Are we going to end the game that we keep putting DLC out for? Yes, apparently. We're also going to finally stop putting that out. Lashbrook says, my current case is a good enough positive pressure setup. It doesn't get that dusty in there. Should clean the intakes, though. Yes, you should. So anyway, the only thing I can say about Assassin's Creed is I don't play them. And also, the Japan one, which people have been wanting for a long time, they wanted the Japan release. Apparently, the Japanese one is just called Red. It's like, okay. So sure. But again, I have not done my due diligence on every element about this thing. Your interest and Miles may vary over mine. Let's see. Marvel's Midnight Sun has a release date, finally. It's coming out in... this is all from the Disney, because there was a big... code name is Red. Okay, the code name is Red. All right. Maybe they'll actually come up with a name. That's good to know. At least they have something. The code name means that they could actually give it a name. This is the Marvel's XCOM that's coming out December 2nd. Now, was it originally supposed to come out in March of this year? Yes. But is it actually coming out December 2nd? Possibly. But, like, I don't know. I'll play a Marvel XCOM. That sounds all right. There was an Avatar thing. It's not the Avatar I want. It's the Blue Alien Avatar. Not the Last Airbender Avatar, so not really my thing. Hell, to be honest, Last Airbender isn't really my thing, but it's more of my thing than fucking James Cameron. So Avatar Reckoning is coming out. It's an MMORPG, apparently. It's an MMORPG shooter. That's apparently gonna be on mobile devices. And very little of that appeals to me. More Lego Star Wars. Marvel Snap got a announcement. I don't have the date listed here, but apparently they did list a date of October. So not a specific date, but it does look like Marvel Snap, which is like Hearthstone, but with Marvel characters. And I didn't get into the beta, but it looks good. I've watched some people play it. Actually watched some Hearthstone streamers play it, and it looks neat. And I don't know. I wouldn't mind with the whole like runes thing happening with Hearthstone, and that being worrisome. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a alternative. And I like Marvel shit, so I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Illusion Island is old school like platformer with like Illusion Island is like the weird looking Disney like guys like Mickey and the gang. It's the weird crew, and I appreciate that. I think that looks cool. And I don't know. It looks like there's some co-op in there, and that sounds fun. Let's see, other Disney stuff. Return to Monkey Island, which is just, I don't know. I'm excited about that. Like, I don't mind the art style. I know some people are like not thrilled with it. I think it looks totally cool. Monkey Island was never my adventure game. Like, I appreciate Monkey Island because they were legitimately like fun and funny, but they weren't like they weren't mine. I was more of a Sam and Max kind of guy than a Monkey Island kind of guy. And then like King's Quest was great. That kind of shit. And of course Maniac Mansion, because I'm no fool. Of course I like Maniac Mansion. All right, we're getting this bench together here. So we'll get that there. Disney Dreamlit Valley, which is apparently... You're looking for Aristophan is looking forward to Monkey Island. Hell yeah. I mean, I am too. Like I said, it's never been my favorite franchise, but like I don't know, I like funny adventure games. I like Ron Gilbert. So I haven't tried Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is just like Animal Crossing but Disney. Apparently Aristocrat has been checking out. I haven't checked that out yet, but I guess they're getting a Toy Story expansion. That sounds fun. Um, uh, Disney Speedstorm. I mostly just like listening to the remixes of the classic Disney songs because that is just funny. So that's the only thing I really care about that. Disney Mirrorverse, which is a mobile RPG, and I don't expect to ever think about that again. Marvel Strike Force, which is that's from I guess they're bringing that back. The turn-based RPG, Marvel Strike Force, or it still exists. I don't know, but I believe that came out a long time ago. There's a Black Panther Captain America game where you fight Nazis, and that is the game. That is Amy. Will Amy Hennig stick with the game until it comes out, or actually have a game that she's working on come out? The world is legitimately wondering, will Amy get a game out there, fully out there? So we'll find out. We will find out if that game actually exists. Aliens Dark Descent. The funniest thing about Aliens Dark Descent is the fact that it was part of Disney 23, because Disney owns the Aliens franchise, and that's just a funny thing for some people. Some people didn't fucking know that, and it's very hilarious that people are just like, wait, what? What? Like, yeah, Disney owns a lot of shit, including that. Yes, condition, they do own everything. It's one of those things like, does Warner Brothers own it? Does like Warner Brothers own it? No? Well, then Disney probably does. Because, that's the thing they own. Squad-based RTS. I don't believe the Xenomorph was ever going to be a Disney princess, but, I mean, one can dream. Hope and pray, my friends. Hope and pray. Alright, so we got to put that on that. And then little pegs, big pegs, little pegs. Okay. Little peg, big peg, little peg. After the Disney Marvel stream, I uninstalled Marvel Future Revolution on my phone. Seeing as it just hit 1 year, the dev cut 70% of the support staff and wasn't even mentioned, but Marvel Strike Force was. Yeah, that sounds like a dead game then. If it's if they're cutting their support staff and it wasn't mentioned, that's probably a not great sign for the particular game. It's possible it'll make a miraculous comeback, but all right, so we finished this seat, and I don't know where this seat goes yet. We're gonna find out right now. Oh. Goes here. Okay, so this seat can convert into a bed or something. I don't know. I don't know what this does, but I'm going to get these pegged in here. Okay. So this lives like that, and then and then can go. Oh, it just goes like that. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. Yeah, so we get a bed out of there if you want it to be a bed. I like that. That's neat. Or you can just have it sitting like that. Cool. Again, not really going to fit this minifig. This minifig just kind of hangs out there. Not designed for a minifig. Not to scale. Anyway, let's see if there's other things we can talk about here. Marvel World of Heroes, which is, I guess, it's an AR thing. Is it Pokemon Go, but Marvel? I don't know. The trailer didn't really tell me enough. But I think there's more fighting. Gotta fight Doctor Doom, I guess. Go touch some grass. Tron Identity. Now, I saw some people getting fucking pissed off about this, and I know why they're mad about this. I am not. If you came here and you thought Pat is really going to just go to town, go off on them, really like show them what for about this, and really like get mad about the idea that they're bringing Tron back with a visual novel, that ain't me. I like visual novels. I played them on this stream. I enjoy visual novels. And, hey, guess what? I don't care if you think the last Tron movie was good or not. I don't particularly... Look, I care about your opinion on things. I want to know what you like and what you don't like, for sure. But it doesn't matter if you liked the last Tron movie or not. It didn't do what they wanted it to do. It wasn't popular enough. And the fact that they're making any kind of Tron at all is good. Forget the fact that I think visual novels are cool, and maybe, just maybe, the best thing about Tron is the aesthetic, which a visual novel will capture with cool sound effects and cool looking art and, you know, like a nice typeface. Maybe that'll be cool as hell, because actually a game where you are riding a speed bike isn't that fun. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think the best part of Tron Legacy is the Daft Punk soundtrack. That's me. And like, I mean, this is the thing I'm more likely to play. Condition is going to play it, happily play it, hell yeah. And then Lashbrook says, John Wick Hex was the only Bithell game I played, which I did not care for enough, so I'm kind of reticent on the whole. I understand, yeah. Well, John Wick Hex was... If it wasn't a John Wick game, I think I would have liked Hex more, but because it was I was sold on the idea of a John Wick video game, because that feels like a goddamn no-brainer. Like, oh, you get to be John Wick? Fuck yeah. And the reality of that was that it was like a fine video game. Oh, okay, so it looks like that I did not pull these out. I missed a step here. And that could happen because I'm human. That there are some 1x4s that I did not pull out of this bag. So I'm doing that. At least it's like an actual narrative thing. They could have just made an Ingress-style mobile game and called it a day. Yes! They could have just been like, hey, you want to win these sectors for the user. You got to get out there, do this thing. Instead, there was like, I don't know, it's a visual novel. We're going to tell a cool story. Like, that sounds neat. I'm excited about it. And that was, I believe, all of that. Also, none of y'all saw the Tron Endless Runner, huh? Yeah, no, I guess not. All right, so we're doing let's jump ahead. Oh, we're doing the other bench. We're going to do the bench that faces it. This is the one that doesn't bend and move, I don't think. Maybe it does. Maybe, it folds down, maybe. We're doing the bench there. Bench seating. We got to fold it like this. Let me look ahead. Yeah. I do like that this thing pulls out there. It's very, very, very cool. But we got to get more of this going. I also really love the blue as like the cushions. I think that's good. Looking at this Kotaku breakdown of it, we got the like, why do they keep making Hey, the first person that commented here said, why do they keep making Alien games that aren't Alien Isolation? It's like, hey, we got it right. Let's never do that again. I don't know if a Alien Isolation 2 makes any sense, but I do appreciate the thought that like, hey, what about that good video game y'all made? You could try to like honor that game with another game. I can appreciate that when sometimes like a franchise that has like a couple good video games and you're like, but keep making the good versions of it. Stop doing the bad versions. But their response is no. We're going to keep making the bad ones. I guess it's a bummer. Yeah, and again, the Assassin's Creed stuff, I don't have anything like brilliant to say about that. Just that like sounds like they announced too many Assassin's Creed games, in my humble opinion. Let's look at the game releases. That's a good thing to do. Game releases 2022. Let's see what else is coming out and what we might be excited for. We'll see Game Informer's one. We'll look at Game Informers. We gotta go through We gotta get into September. Get down here to September. There we go. Okay, so what's the 10th? Let's see. Yesterday, NBA 2K23 came out. I did not Temtem. I did not check that out. I am thinking about that. Also, I don't have a PlayStation, so I'm not gonna be playing the Tomorrow Children Phoenix Edition. But I know some people that are goddamn super excited about that Tomorrow Children. Splatoon 3 came out. Let's see. You Suck at Parking is a video game that's coming out this month. It is available. Yes, Splatoon. It is an 8-player game, and I have no more information other than that it's 8-player. It is a racing game with a twist. That is all the information I have here. If it's coming out for everything, that might be something that, like, if it's not coming to Game Pass, I might check out. I don't know, multiplayer racing. This is a game that sounds like a game that I will watch streamers play. Like, I will find out if anyone I know is playing it and check out a stream of that. Outer Wilds is coming out to some other consoles. Bear and Breakfast is coming out to Switch. I liked Bear and Breakfast. I wanted to love Bear and Breakfast, but I just ended up liking Bear and Breakfast. So if you want to get it on Switch, you could. Metal Hellsinger is coming out. Again, that is a game that, like, isn't for me, but it seems fucking cool. And so, like, I like the idea of it. I feel like I won't see a lot of people streaming it because of the music, but, like, it does seem cool. Return to Monkey Island is coming out real soon this month. I am not going to be playing Gundam Evolution. You might expect me, your friend Pat Baer, that likes Gundams and Gunpla, to be excited about Gundam Evolution. But I think I'm done with Overwatch style games, and that's just an Overwatch style game. And I think I might be like, I might be done. All right, we need another one of these. I just didn't pull out all the pieces I need for this. Here. But yeah, I think I might be done with, like, Overwatch style. Arctic Sauce says, for me, it's pretty dry until November rolls around and then everything all at once. Yeah, I hear that. Sometimes you're just in a waiting period for the good games or the games that you want to play that other people might be playing a ton of games while you're just waiting patiently. I understand that. Let's see. Shovel Knight Dig. Shovel Knight's finally going to dig some shit, y'all. That's coming out on the 23rd for Switch and PC and iOS. It's an iOS thing. But yeah, finally, Shovel Knight will use that goddamn shovel for shoveling. We've all been waiting for it. I want to know what the fuck this is, a video game. Oh, here we go. Yeah, my notifications are busted right now. I don't know why, but Lord Crashington just subscribed for 38 months saying, hey, Pat, hope things are going well with LEGO. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Let's throw the Bear Cave to LEGO, the site emote in the chat, and the Tier 2 Bear blue emote. Thank you very much, Lord Crashington, for your support. And we will hit the dance button, and we will get some dancing in just a second. Thank you for using your channel points. Here's a dance song. Do. Hell yeah. Thank you for using channel points. I'm looking up of the name. There's a video game coming out on December 22nd that has one of the most video game names I've ever seen, and I want to know anything I can about the Diofield Chronicle. I almost said the Dio, but I bet it's the Diofield Chronicle, which is a strategy game published by Square Enix with some anime people on the cover. And it is, it features a combat system Square Enix has dubbed the real-time tactic battle simulation system. It looks like some sort of London escape. I definitely forgot about this from the State of Play. That is the Tactic Ogre spiritual successor. Possibly. I don't have that answer for you. That's from the State of Play. And that is, I don't know enough about it, but it's got an anime-ass and video game name. It's both. It's an anime video game-ass. Door for Antique comes out at the end of this month for the Switch. If you haven't bought it on PC and you have a Switch and you're thinking you liked watching me stream Door for Antique, go for it. I think that's cool. Witchy Life Story. I watched someone play a demo of that not too long ago. My friend TQ played that, and that looked neat. Along Square Enix tradition, indeed. So that's September. October, you got Overwatch 2. Again, that is not necessarily something I'm like jonesing for. I don't know how near Automata is going to run on the Switch. I bet not great. My guess is that game is not going to run super awesome on the Switch, and maybe would not be a good game for that platform. All right, so this does not show you exactly how this fits in, but I imagine this would go on here. This, yeah, and I feel like this doesn't. Yeah, this just sits there, and then we'll build the other thing off the front here. Does that feel right? Does that look right? No, I feel like this is wrong. All right, so right now I'm not getting a good read on where this bench is supposed to go. So you'll have to give me a moment here as I figure this out. This would be in. This looks like it's in line here. So this. Sorry, friends. This does not do a good job of letting me know exactly where this bench should be. I think I'm going to find out later. I'm going to put this here because this looks right. And if it's wrong, then I'll know and I can adjust it. So we'll just go with that. So it looked like shit. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. I just don't think that Nier's going to run great on that. No More Heroes 3 comes out on everything October 11th. I believe it was just on some other things before. Also, hey, No Man's Sky is coming to the Switch, and that also seems like a mistake. I'm so tempted by this garden simulator that just came out on Steam. Yeah, that looked pretty neat. Speaking of simulators, Capybara Spa. You heard me. There's a video game that came out in like fucking March or something. It came out at the beginning of this year called Capybara Spa. And we never fucking played it. And I don't know why. And then it's like $8. And I don't know why the fuck we didn't play that on stream. I'm playing that on Wednesday. Capybara Spa. We're checking that out on Tuesday. Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, because I'm doing Tuesday streams in September. So this coming Tuesday, I'm going to figure out what's going on with Capybara Spa, a game that I cannot believe that I didn't know existed before now. the Garden Sim Steam forums have a lot of gardeners talking shit about how it wasn't a huge sim. Yeah, I mean that's the thing you run into, right? You run into people that are like, this simulator wasn't simmy enough for me, and the other people going, this simulator is too simmy. Like I remember reading something pretty recently about how an issue somebody had with Power Wash Simulator was that you didn't unlock enough power washers. Like there was a limit on how many washers you got, and I was just like, "Oh, do you not like washing with this? Because that's the whole point of the game is to wash things. It's fun to wash things. I don't know. I was like, oh, we want different things. They called it a web game or whatever weird shit. But, they like a flash game maybe. The Galaxy Brain take is cute capybara. Yes. I am looking forward to Capybara Spa. And I hope it's not too simmy. I hope it's like just fucking chill and fun. But yeah, I looked at I did look at Garden Simulator, and I did think that like I could see myself getting into that, but didn't pick it up. My priorities were different. I don't know what Dragon Ball The Breakers is. Let's see. Oh God, thank God a Plague Tale Requiem is coming out, which means I won't have to see more trailers for a Plague Tale Requiem. Because I'm tired of looking at ads for that game because it's just so many goddamn rats and I don't want to look at those. Dragon Ball The Breakers is an action game and it is developed by Dimps. I don't know who the fuck the developer is, but their name... Oh, it's Dead by Daylight style Dragon Ball. Dimps is the name of the people that make Dead by Daylight? Dimps? What the... Why is there a company called Dimps? That's a weird name for a developer. I hope there's not a significant reason for it, and I'm not talking shit about Dimps, the Dimps Corporation. Japanese video game developer. Best known for developing games in the Sonic the Hedgehog, Dragon Ball, and Street Fighter franchises. They make anime games. Yes. Oh, okay. We were talking about two different things. Dimps makes anime games. The Dead by Daylight people are making Plague Requiem. Okay. Maybe that's what we were talking about there. But either way, I just don't want to think about Plague Requiem anymore. Plague Tales, Requiem, whatever. I just don't want to think about it. Dimps makes anime games. They made a lot of stuff for... his company founded in 2000 by several former SNK and Capcom employees. Okay. One of the King of Fighters co-creators is in there. All right, Dimps. Okay, a Plague Tale is the Flight Sim people, not Dead by Daylight. All right, I don't know. Everything's wrong. Everybody's wrong. They made Sonic Advance for the GBA. This Dimps' first video game is the GBA port of Sonic Advance. It's not a port. It's the, you know what I meant. I'm getting out of. They made Sonic Advance. It's not a port. They made Sonic Advance for the GBA. That's their very first video game. They made a lot of GBA games. Okay. And then they now got into some other shit. Let's see what their last video game was before. Oh, they made Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So, okay. 2019. They made some kind of game called Xenozard. All capital letters. Xenozard. Artificial card intelligence. And they made The last Soul Calibur game. Okay, they did the last Soul Calibur game. The 2018 Soul Calibur. All right. Dimps. I'm sure there's some people that were like, oh yeah, fucking Dimps. Yeah. But to me, that name sounded made up. That sounded like a fake video game company. Let's see. Be a Ghostbusters game. That seems like a mistake. Mario and Rabbids. People are going to be psyched for that shit. Gotham Knights. People seem fucking amped for Gotham Knights in a way that I don't understand. But that's okay. I hope they enjoy their video game. Even though I look at that and go, oh, I don't fucking know. Nothing doing for me. Will I buy a Borderlands game because it's new Tales from the Borderlands, and I liked am I gonna buy a Borderlands game again, even if it's Tales from the Borderlands? Like, I don't think I will, but it's the closest I've gotten to in a long time to want to buy a Borderlands game. I mean, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Resident Evil Reverse is a good name for a video. That's a good name. R-E verse Reverse. Capcom. Yeah. Oh, Capcom putting it out. Rating mature. Resident Evil Reverse is a good name. That's just a good, silly name for a video. Lord Cratchington, I did hear that there's a new Arkanoid. That's pretty neat. That feels like it doesn't have to exist, though. That feels like a video game they didn't need to make. I don't know. If it's a passion project, sure, but I don't know why anyone's making a new Arkanoid. But sure, and go for it. Anyway, the real game of 2022 that I'm excited the most about is the new Jackbox, because I'm a sucker and I buy Jackbox every year. And I'll play the new Jackbox, and I'll like the new Jackbox, and I won't hear anything against that. That's definitely just a thing that's just going to be my life, is playing the new Jackbox and hoping enough people come to the streams to make it worth it to do it as a Tuesday or Wednesday stream if I go back to Wednesdays. Right now, my Wednesday nights are off, and my Tuesdays are my bonus stream. So this coming Tuesday, as I said, Capybara Spa. Of course, my next actual stream is on Monday. 2, 3, 4. So we need 1 by 2. The actual next stream that I'm doing is on Monday, where we'll be continuing to work on this fine stuff. All right, so we put that there. We got to put this here. I don't know why. And then do that. Do that. We're building the walls here, right? So these are going to open up. This side is just, there's nothing going on here. Maybe there'll be a window on this side. I don't know. But yeah, things open up into the sink and the bedding areas, comfy zones. And then on the other side, you just got your wall. Building it up. Build the walls. Yes, gotta build the supports. We'll do this one step here, and then we'll take a pause for the call. So let's get this going good here. We'll talk about some anime. We'll talk about some maybe some more video game stuff, like what you're playing and all that. I don't know. We'll probably get into that. Let's see. Eddie Kingston has COVID, so we hope for a fast recovery from Eddie, because Eddie rules. He did not get to do New Japan Strong this weekend. He had to cancel that due to COVID. And we hope that he'll be okay, because Eddie Kingston fucking rules. COVID is no joke. And also the strong match he was going to have was a 6-man that he was looking forward to. As much as Eddie Kingston can look forward to anything. But yeah, we hope for a quick recovery from Mr. Kingston. Because that sucks, because it's fucking COVID. That's no fun. That's no fun and no good. In other wrestling news, Sammy Guevara beating Darby Allin means that we're getting next week we're getting Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho, which is, we've just seen it, but should still be a good match. And we're getting Sammy Guevara versus Jon Moxley. So one would assume that the finals for for this tournament will be either teammates, Daniel Bryan, like stablemates, Daniel Bryan versus Jon Moxley, or Chris Jericho versus Jon Moxley, or the real wild card, Sammy Guevara somehow manages to beat Jon Moxley, which, as far as I can tell, no one is thinking is possible. But my only reason for thinking that is, one, Jon Moxley just held the belt, the unified belts, and two, he had reportedly, and said it so himself, wanted a vacation and time off. So maybe he doesn't want to wrestle at Grand Slam, and him losing to Sammy Guevara through shenanigans means that either Daniel Bryan faces Sammy Guevara, which is a feel-good story, or Chris Jericho has to fight Sammy Guevara, which nobody really wants to see. Obviously, a lot of people would want to see Daniel Bryan versus Jon Moxley because their last match was fucking incredible, which basically founded the Blackpool Combat Club. So it would be kind of remarkable if they fought again. That would be fucking cool. That was him pulling I'm not even supposed to be here today. Yes, Lashbrook, when he announced, hey, I was supposed to be on vacation, because he was apparently supposed to be on vacation, which he came back due to circumstances. Yes, he got called back in to help backstage and help on camera, which he did in one of his best promos of the year. He's had some good promos this year. That one was real good. A promo for the back as well as for the audience, which is fun. We're on step 64. It's time to take a pause, and then we'll get back to building in just a minute. Hi, I'm Pat Baer. If you're new here, do you think Anna Jay changes her Queen Slayer finish? And why haven't I seen that Photoshop? Arctic Sloth, I think she hasn't wrestled in a while, so I think by the time she wrestles again, they can call it the Queen Slayer, and it'll be fine. Hey everybody. I'm Pat Baer. If you're new, if you're just visiting, if you just popped in for a minute, and I'm building Lego, and also I build model kits, I play video games, I do all kinds of fun stuff. If you're currently a subscriber, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the moat in the chat. What's happening right now is I'm going to talk to you about ways you can support the channel, because supporting the channel supports me. It lets me keep doing this. Becoming a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through cash money. You can save money. It's September, so if you want to get 1 month or multiple months, or you want to extend a couple months and pay in advance, you could do that, and it would benefit me, and it would also save you money, because I don't lose out on that percentage. They made a deal with Lenovo or whoever the fuck to give them money for this. So consider becoming a subscriber. We are currently at 35 subscribers. The goal is to hit 40. I would fucking love it. Here's the thing. When I hit 40, then I don't talk about needing to be at 40 anymore. So it benefits everybody. Gifting a sub will not go that way for saving you money, unfortunately. But, you can still gift a sub, join the gift sub leaderboard, be a hero. 1 sub will get you there. Also, using your Amazon Prime, like we had earlier tonight with Jam, that always is helpful. And you could always, if you wanted to, just throw a couple bits and coins my way. That's another way to support what I do here. There are other ways, of course. You could, and we'll get through this really quickly and then get back to building, so just give me a few minutes here. I appreciate your patience. I have a Patreon. There's a $1, a $3, a $5, and a $10 tier. Different rewards for different tiers. Take a look over on my Patreon if you would like. I'd love to have you. Over at patreon.com/PatBear. Hold on a second. This one. Sorry. trying to figure out why my stream elements isn't working. It's just not. Check it out on my Patreon. Also, I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/PatBear. Go over there, take a look at that. Over on my YouTube, you can subscribe for free, and please do. You can also become a member there, and $2 a month, you get my Wednesday videos on Tuesday. It's an alternative to having a Patreon or a Twitch subscription, so consider that. And those are all monthly ways to support me, but maybe you just want to do a one-time. That would be great. It's nice having options for that. I have a Stream Elements or my PayPal directly or a coffee. And anything raised for one-time donations through YouTube, which also includes AdSense, so watching my videos helps. Through my Patreon or through my Twitch, all goes into a fund, and I take money out of that fund, and I buy model kits and equipment with that money. And I appreciate it very much. Now, I do have a backlog of kits I can't wait to build, but if something is bought off one of my wish list, it jumps the queue. Now, this was gifted to me by my buddy Adam, so I am building this set right now ahead of other things because it was gifted. If you go to my Amazon wish list, you could buy something, it'll come to me in the mail, and it'll jump the queue. So let's take a look at that real quick. We've got Lego sets. I've got a Pokemon kit in there that's actually a good price right now. It's $15. It's normally like $16 or $18, so that's nice. So yeah, inexpensive Lego sets, expensive Lego sets, inexpensive model kits, expensive model kits, kits that have free Prime shipping, kits that do not have free shipping, all kinds of different stuff in there. You buy something on the kit, or you buy something from there, it comes to me in the mail. I build it before everything else. I shoot a video for my YouTube. There's also some gear at the bottom because it's always nice to have gear. Let's see. And alternative to Amazon, I have a Throne wish list, which is just a more curated, smaller little list. You can take a look at there. And then also, you could go to USA Gundam Store and buy a gift card. They'll send you a code in the mail. Then you send me a DM on Twitter with the gift card code, and I will use that gift card code to buy something from USA Gundam Store. That's my promise to you. Speaking of which, I have some model kits coming this month and next month from Premium Bandai, Gundam Planet, and USA Gundam Store. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. Let's jump in here. What do we got here? I have a Discord. My Discord is obviously free if you want to support me and hang out in that Discord. I post build photos at the end of every stream. People post stuff they're working on. Nice little place. Check out the Discord. A couple video links for you to watch. I said I have a new Pet Bears Anime Club coming out on Monday. This most recent one was me talking about why, when there are so many, not so many, but there are a lot of manga being produced that appeal to gay folks and not to women who appreciate the male form, which is what a lot of boys love comics are. Why isn't there bara anime? Why is the anime still focused on the perceived audience of being straight women who like feminine featured men falling in love with one another or trying to fall in love with one another? Why is that? So I explored that in a video that I'm pretty fucking proud of, actually. I've been doing this is like, that was number 78 or something. I've been doing this for a while, but I think that one's pretty good. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. And then Do You Remembaer is an ongoing video series where every week I read a Wikipedia article and do my best to remember everything from that article and talk about it in an entertaining manner. And this particular Do You Remembaer is about the band The Traveling Wilburys. That's right, The Traveling Wilburys. The supergroup of American and British folks who came together over a shared love of Monty Python and wanting to do an easy tour with their friends because they wanted to tour with people they liked, because some of them had been in bands with people they did not enjoy. Was it also to help Bob Dylan's career, who was in a weird slump? Sure. Was it an excuse for Tom Petty to make a bunch of fucking money, which he was so excited about? Hell yeah, it was. And did George Harrison just want to like hang out with some bros? Yes. Yes, he did. It was a good for everybody. And it lasted for a while until one of them died. R.I.P. Roy Orbison. I learned this week that you loved Monty Python, and I think that's neat. But anyway, that's it for all of that. We are going to get into some anime talk while I get back into building this model, or this Lego set, I should say. But first things first, I can't do that until I drink some water because I am parched. So I need to drink some water and dramatically transition back to the overhead camera right now. Dramatic. We did it, everybody. Dramatically transition back. I'm gonna retweet my tweet. See if we can get a few more friends to join us tonight. We had a good crowd here for Saturday. Happy with that. My numbers have been steady but a little low lately, so it's nice to have friends join us. So we're going to talk about 2 anime here. We're talking about episode 2 of Teppen, Laughing Till You Cry, and then I think episode 10 of Black Summoner. I can't remember. Maybe it was episode 11. But yeah. If you're like, wait, Pat, you've been talking about this show for like a while now. What do you mean episode 2? This is the unaired Phantom lost episode, quote unquote lost episode. This episode did not air. This show put out episode 1, then skipped episode 2, skipped a week, and then put out episode 3. And people were like, what happened? What's going on? Well, here's the deal. You may remember that a former prime minister got assassinated in Japan. Shinzo Abe got shot in Japan, and it was a big fucking deal and weirded people the fuck out. Well, almost like 2 days after that happened, episode 2 of Teppen, Laughing Till You Cry, a comedy series about girls that want to become Monza, group stand-up comedians that are in a competition with one another and all live in a house. It is a show about cute girls doing cute things. In this case, stand-up comedy. That show was supposed to air episode 2, which centered around a threat of killing a foreign leader, assassinating. In this case, it was be assassinating a foreign president who looked kind of like a mix between Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, just like a president of America. So there was a threat of his murder, and the whole episode is one group trying to figure out, because they believe that one of the groups in the show, or one of the other groups, is going to assassinate this person. And so they want to find out who it is. So it's like a mystery. And it's set up like 24, where there are a lot of like multiple shots in frame. Like a lot of like, oh, this corner, and like different things. They do that a lot. Oh, by the way, this table opens up, which is neat. So you can, pop the beds out. We built the table. Now we're going to put a bunch of stuff on here. So we got to get everything we need together. So anyway, that episode didn't air because it literally was about a world leader, an assassination plot on a world leader. Now, is it a comedy show? Yes. Was anyone assassinated? Spoiler alert, no. But still, people were like, what if we didn't air this episode? And they did. They put it out today on September 10th instead, which is funny to me. But anyway, that episode did come out today, and it's a great weird like episode where like one group thinks that somebody is they have decided that this note that basically is a declaration of killing a war leader. They're like, okay, it must have been someone in this house because we found it outside the house, so it has to be someone in this house. Let's figure out who it is. Another group thinks that Young YY, the group that's going to figure this shit out, they think that Young YY are trying to poison someone. Another group thinks that Celebrity is paying off a group and is trying to bribe their way into winning the competition. And then meanwhile, the other two groups aren't part of the subterfuge and the misunderstandings, but they're both trying to like rent a facility. And so they're arguing and everyone's arguing, and it's a lot of like misunderstandings and like just like trying to figure some stuff out. And there's also like them practicing their stand-up, which is fun, but we don't see enough of the sets because that's the thing about this show, about Teppen Laughing Till You Cry, is it's about girls who want to be stand-ups, not about stand-up. So you see like this whole episode that we're watching right now is like, it's young YY is like starting a routine and then we're flashing back. So basically most episodes, not every episode, but most episodes follow the same idea of like one of the groups of girls up on stage being like blah, blah, blah. And then as if that they're comedically telling the story. So like everyone's act is based on real events, which feels weird, but whatever. That's what we're doing here. Oh shit. Hey, I sorted all these parts before I get back into Teppen. I sorted all these parts and got everything together, and I didn't notice until right now. This is supposed to be a lava lamp, huh? Like, that's a lava lamp? Because it goes right... Like, that's a lot... Like, this is the bedroom area. This is, like, the sleeping zone. And the sleeping zone has a potted plant and a lava lamp. And then you crank the bed out here. You turn that into a bed. And that... So, yeah, they got a lava lamp in here. That's pretty fucking cool. Uh-oh. This came apart. I gotta do some surgery. I fucked up the couch bed. I gotta unfuck this bed. I'm gonna pop it out. Oh no, that didn't work. That kind of worked. All right, so mental note: do not just play around with this bed, or if you do, learn how to actually do it, and which will not lead it to it coming apart all the time. Fuck your couch bed. No, I gotta do it right. All right, so this is gonna go like, I know this goes like this. That's this part of it, so I know that part. Now, how does this part goes... Here we go. All right, I figured it out. Figured it out. Now I'm going to put it back in the right way. I'm going to pop this... not pop this up so I can get in here. And then I just have to... Hey, Harold, welcome. I'm fixing a part that I messed up, and now I have fixed it, and it's good. All right. The couch part that has a table has been repaired. That can fold down into a bed, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep it as a couch. We just installed a lava lamp, and now we have to install some more random parts in the bedroom area. The boudoir. We got to make sure that's looking nice. We need one of these. Need one of these. And need this. All right, so yeah. Turns out this whole episode of Teppen Teppen Laughing Till You Cry. Turns out this whole time. Let's see. So this goes here. This goes here. Turns out there's a movie or TV show is shooting in the neighborhood, and it was a TV prop. So that there was no assassination attempt. There was just a TV prop. And then young YY finishes their set, and then that's it. So there was no real assassination plot in this comedy. The second episode of this comedy series did not have a for real assassination plot in it, which is, in my opinion, good. That's good. That's good that they do that. All right, so I need a silver one of these. It looks like I don't have that. I don't have a silver one of these, so... Oh, I do. I do have that. Okay. No, these are dark here. I need a silver. Yeah. Like I said, I did my best to know to know all the parts here and do it right, but every once in a while I can miss a step. it happens. Especially with these, like, is this the dark gray? Is this the chrome pieces? Like, what am I doing wrong here? What am I doing right? All that. All right, so we need 2 of those, 2 of those. We need 1 of these. We need 1 of these. And we need that. Okay. So yeah, now we're just working on the car here, getting our car parts in, getting our gas and brakes set up, which is fun. Okay, the other anime episode I want to talk to you all about is, of course, Black Summoner. This felt like very much like a well, the next 3 chapters of the manga don't really like mean too much, but we still need to talk about them. So let's get into it. Oop, I knocked this piece over here. Sorry. Oop. Yeah, so this episode felt very much like, oh, that doesn't go there. God damn it. Having bad luck here. I'm just like knocking over stuff sometimes. You don't need any of those parts yet. Yeah, so this episode felt like it was just like a bunch of different things kind of thrown together. But we did get introduced to a wolf, a dark wolf. I forget what it's called. It's a shadow wolf that is now the newest character added to the final piece of the puzzle. Rion, who is a summoned, reincarnated young lady who's a martial artist. She now has a summoned beast to hang out with her, named Alex, the shadow wolf. He's a good boy, good wolf. So that's fun. And yeah, Shion is a nice addition. Sion is a nice addition. Or Rion, sorry, not Shion. Rion is a nice addition because she is fucking so happy to be out there and be on adventures and do all kinds of stuff, which is neat. Other things in this episode. More from Old, who is the adventurer. He was supposed to take an exam to level up to B rank, but unfortunately for him, they had just finished wiping out all the monsters. It's like, sorry, bro. There are no monsters in this forest for you to defeat right now. Maybe soon, but not right now, bro. Which is rude. Let's see. Looks like there's a montage of Rion training and getting stronger, which is fun. Fun little montage for doing different activities, becoming good friends with the wolf and other people. Looks like Kelvin is going to eventually be given a test to be an S rank, and he seems not super thrilled with that. I think he wants to be stronger before people know more about him. But some people know about him because they know that he stopped those evil adventurers from kidnapping people, and assassins show up to take him out. And then Rion defeats all of them but the leader really easily. And then the kingdom that those adventurers were from is having a meeting where the emperor is debating whether or not he's going to go to war. And it's right now, it's 2-2 in saying yes or no of his generals. But we're going to hear from the last general and what she has to say. But there may be war, which they're like, yeah, I mean, they seem pretty weak. It's like, I don't know. But we haven't found out. Apparently they don't know about Kelvin and his fucking incredibly strong party, it will not be an issue for them to wipe the floor with this kingdom if it comes to it. So I guess that's leading up to that. Black Summoner continues to be great. I wish that the Knight Gerald, wasn't CGI, whereas everything else is digital, because it just looks bad. Occasionally there's some fighting that is in CGI, some spells and stuff, but for the most part, it is all digital, which I prefer. Either be all digital or be all CGI. But when you mix the two, it often looks terrible. In my opinion. That's just me. But that's all of the anime I've been watching. Next Thursday, I'll talk about a few shows that I have been... I'm going to try a new show out next Thursday, and then I'm going to talk about some shows that I have been watching off stream, or that I haven't been talking about weekly, kind of do my catch-up. September 20th, Tuesday, September 20th, will be my next Pat Bear's Anime Club live video. That will be me talking about the season. It coming a little earlier, mainly because I'm not watching a lot this season, and I don't have a lot of good stuff to say about the summer season. But the fall season is going to be so good that I want to get it out before October rolls around. I want to, because I'll record it on the 20th, and it'll go up as my Pat Bear's Anime Club on the 26th. Because I want people to like get hype and get ready to watch some really good shows. There's a lot of good stuff coming in October. So I'm getting hyped about it. Whereas, as I said, one of my big things for the summer anime season was, hey, I recommend people watch other things. Go back to the spring. So if you're here at the beginning of tonight's stream, you heard me talk about how some pieces are missing. This is a used kit that a friend of mine purchased and then didn't build and sent to me because he got out of the whole building Lego thing. And here are the two pieces that are missing. I'll maybe zoom in a little bit here. Yeah. So it's these pieces here. It flares. It starts as a 1x1 and flares out, and it is these two pieces are nowhere to be found. Now, I could maybe find them somewhere. I have some spare Lego. I have a bag full of Lego. I went through it. I did not have this part, even if it was a different color, because this will be hidden. There'll be stuff on top of it. So even if I could find this in a different color, it wouldn't be a big deal because they go right here. You can see that. They go right there and right there. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I can find it. Let me widen out here. Get back into it. Too far. Maybe I can find it. Dirty says, I missed Monday streams. Did you get caught up on Sage? Yes. I actually got caught up on Thursday with the most recent episode of Sage. And calling it Sage is good because now we have the other Sage. There's two Sages, and that's going to be a problem. It won't be that much of a problem. But yeah, I got caught up on that, Dirty. So I couldn't recreate them specifically. So what I ended up doing is just making towers like this. I just made these, which are not the same. They don't flare out. So I might be hosing myself a little bit because they won't be as supportive as the other ones, but they at least will fit in and without it being a problem, because what they need to do is they need to line up here, and this is going to be the weight. The fact that they're not flaring out anymore, if you looked at it from the windows, it would have looked better, because it would have looked like, oh, that's how the vehicle, like right now the gas and the brake aren't going to be setting on something and looking as nice. It's a minor thing. The fact is, I did manage to have those parts. I had something that I could do. So even though this piece is not perfect, and I wish that I had those pieces, it shouldn't structurally be a problem. And so far, that's the only pieces I haven't been able to find. Now, I might be short pieces, and I not know it yet. I might get to the end and be like, oh, I'm out of red 1x3s. Shit, I was using for future 1x3s and didn't realize. And then I'll have to go in the bag. Now, my hope is that this is it as far as me missing out on pieces, and from this point on, I'll just be able to build it, and it will just be those two pieces that we're missing. So let's hope that, knock on wood, that is the case. But I will have my bag of extra parts as I go through, and hopefully we won't run into that issue in the future, and everything will be groovy and cool. Because if not, that's going to be just a goddamn bummer. All right, so let's keep working on this. We're making a lot of good progress here. Again, now that we have this table, I should put my little minifig to show you. This is obviously not minifig scale. We'll just put our minifig there for now. But yeah, that was my first, like, I cannot find this part. I do not. And I tore through every bag because I was like, maybe it's not the black pieces actually, even though it definitely is supposed to be black. Maybe I just have it in gray or something. I looked through everything. Most likely, when someone tore this down to sell it, where my buddy Adam purchased it, that my buddy Adam ended up with just an incomplete kit, is my assumption. And hopefully, that's the only one. My hope, my God honest hope is this is the only piece that isn't right and everything else is going to work out perfectly, but I won't know until we get there. Now is the part of the stream where I want to hear from you. That's right, you. What are you watching? What are you playing? What are you getting up into? What are you excited about? If if the new game is coming and you're like, oh Pat, well I'm not playing this because this thing's out. Let me know. I've been playing Hearthstone. You know me. You know I'm playing Hearthstone. I have made the decision that I am not waiting for streams. I'm going to be playing more of... I got the bug to play more Arcade Paradise. But I'm not going to do it on stream. I think I'm done streaming that game, so I'm just going at my own pace because while I do think the video games are fun... Actually, the thing about Arcade Paradise I like, the most is I like I like doing the laundry, and people get sick of the laundry stuff, and they're like, "Oh, is there a way to like not do the laundry?" I don't know. There's something that's just easy and fun. I like walking around the store, emptying the machines. I like getting more machines in. What I don't like to do is play video games I don't think are that great, just so I can unlock like a high score. Like I'm not here for those kind of runs. Which a lot of people are, and that's the thing they enjoy. Like, I like playing weird music in the jukebox and walking around making sure the trash got picked up. Like, that's actually what I like in that game. So I've been playing that on my own time. I think that we're going to... The last stream of this month, I don't know what the last Tuesday of this month is going to be for video games. I haven't played Pokemon in a while. The Pokemon Randomizer. I haven't done that in a while. But also, I kind of want to go back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Because this coming Tuesday is checking out Capybara Spa. Because that game just looks adorable and fun. And I want to try that. So we're going to play Capybara Spa this coming Tuesday. And then the next week is doing Pat Bear's Anime Club Live. And then the stream after that, the Tuesday after that could be, the 27th, could be I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, or going back to the Pokemon Platinum Randomizer, which again I have not played in a while and would like to play, because we missed that Wednesday stream. I had to cancel our Wednesday stream, so that fell by the wayside. So I might want to go back to that. Let's see. I'm checking out what you have to say. Splatoon 3 is pretty sweet, says Harold. Also, Ooblets. Nice. I hope you're enjoying both of those. Oh, we dropped some frames there. That sucks. Hey, we're done with one. We have finished we have finished instruction book 1. We can toss instruction book 1 aside for now. And then we'll go to the beginning of this book here, which is... Yeah, all right. Now we are into instruction book. We're working on the sides here of the front of the van, and so we're into book 2. I'm glad you're having fun with all those. Lord Crashing says, I started Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is like, what if Animal Crossing was designed more like a busy work-filled mobile game? Okay, it's busy work, huh? All right. I'm not fully opposed to that, but, okay. Arctic Sloth hasn't played Dead Cells since launch and jumped back in on my Steam Deck. Ooh, nice. You got that Steam Deck. Holy crap, they added a ton of crossover stuff. Really cool if you haven't checked it out. I don't think I ever will check that out, but also I'm glad you're enjoying it. I just don't think that that's a game for me. Dirty booted up Star Trek Online to get ready for the next update. Where Will Wheaton joins the game as the Emperor of the Mirror Universe. Okay. You know what? Sure. Dirty, thank you for reminding me that Star Trek Online still exists and they're still getting goddamn updates. That is fascinating to know. I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, Will Wheaton, like Wesley Crusher or a version of Wesley Crusher as the Emperor of the Mirror Universe. You know what? Sure. Sounds great. Let's see. Lashbrook watched Char's Counterattack, which is focused a lot on which of these grown men will get the affections of a 13-year-old girl. Yeah, Char's Counterattack is has really great battle scenes, and then it has other scenes. That's my opinion on that. My main memory of it was falling asleep. Yeah. And then Lashbrook watched Hathaway Flash start to finish in one sitting, which was good, but was kind of annoying since it's part one of a trilogy. Yeah. That is always annoying when you can't watch all of it at once. When you're like, it's good and you think you're really enjoying it, and then there's like, well, it's a trilogy and I gotta wait now. Like that could be frustrating when you got the good thing and you want the good thing you just want to keep watching the good thing. I get that. Lord Crashington has been watching the new season of Cobra Kai, and it just ended episode with an Avengers Endgame style moment. Yeah, I've had no spoilers on that because I'm not watching the season but I've had people be like, I can't believe this freaking show, Cobra Kai of all things, is making me teary-eyed. So I appreciate that people are in their feelings about Cobra Kai of all things. Like, you know what? Sure. I'm glad. Updates with fully voiced characters from the series voiced by their OG actors. Oh, he's talking about online? Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, you would... Look, here's the thing. And on the one hand, that's what you want, right? If you're doing a Star Trek game and you're going to have people and you're going to have those characters in the games, you would want them to be voiced by the voice actors or the actors, not the voice actors, the actors. But also, the idea that Star Trek Online has the money for that is so bizarre to me. But that's the thing, right? Like, we forget about this, right? Like, I don't know how Star Trek Online does. Like, I don't know how, what their numbers are. I don't think about that video game. There are probably a lot of video games out there that do very well in a way that I can't fully comprehend, and because they just don't live in my brain. All right, so here we go. Here's this goes like this, but this should theoretically. Wait. Mm-hmm. Oh no. That looks like something I didn't do. Oh, it goes on like this. Got it. I was like, I'm doing this wrong, huh? And I am. Oh, I'm still doing it wrong. Gotta look at this here. Yeah, okay, so I'm doing something wrong here, and I don't quite know what yet, but I'll figure it out. Oh, I gotta do it like this. There we go. Now I got it. I figured it out, everybody. Don't worry about it. They're part of Gearbox now. Yes, the people that make that they were embraced and they are under Gearbox. They're like one of the few studios because most studios are not under Gearbox. Gearbox is mostly its own thing. But yes, like that's just like I said, it's just a company I don't think about. I don't think about like the video game Star Trek Online and like who's fucking amped about Star Trek Online. Like it doesn't occur to me. They don't live in my brain. But yeah, so I don't know what I think what I'll probably end up doing is I'm going to do a poll on Twitter sometime towards the middle of this month and be like, hey, what would you rather me play? More of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, or would you like to see me play more of Pokemon Platinum Randomizer? Knowing that I will probably do the other one in October, but I want to know. And then speaking of October, I don't know if I'm going to go back to the Tuesday streams because I've only done Tuesday or Wednesday streams. I've only done it one time, so I'm not ready to decide that yet. Halloween, I have it is a Monday. I have not Lego. I have a papercraft thing, but it's kind of like plasticky. I don't know. I'm going to call it papercraft. I have a papercraft thing that I think will be very fun. We'll do that night. And then one of the streams, sometime in October, we'll do a pumpkin carving stream. I don't know when. Last year, I think I did it too early because the pumpkin I carved immediately rotted outside, like within that week. The trick is I have to buy my pumpkin early enough that I get a good sized pumpkin for a decent price, and then I have to store it in a coldest part of the house. So I'm gonna look up when I did my pumpkin carving last year. I don't know when that was, but I have. I have an easy way of finding out. I just go to my YouTube and look it up. But so let's do pumpkin. Okay, so I did that on the 18th. Apparently, the 18th is too. My pumpkin, the Bowser pumpkin, was rotted by the time we got to the 31st. So I don't know when I'm going to do pumpkin carving, but it will be closer to the 31st than that. But I don't want to wait till the 31st because then I've missed Halloween to have it out. So I'm going to figure that out. It might be like that Thursday, the 27th of October. That feels right? And then I have the whole weekend of it out. So I think right now, like, maybe Thursday the 27th is pumpkin carving. Because I think the 24th is a week, and that seems like too long of it being out there. Then it'll be out there carved for a week. So I think right now the plan is in October is the Thursday the 27th is pumpkin carving. The 31st will be just some kind of like weird papercraft skeleton thing that I have, because I've run out of Lego that like the Lego brickheads. I've run out of the brickheads that make sense to do on Halloween. So since I ran out of them, the only solution is to do something else. So we'll do that. I hope that made sense. I think it made sense. I was talking very fast there. But anyway, we've got some time left in the stream, and yeah, I've been thinking about this like Tuesday, Wednesday thing. So we've only done it once. The pro for me was, especially this past Wednesday, just being able to watch all of wrestling with my friends is just good for me. Like being in a Discord with people that I like, watching wrestling together, talking about it. I don't get to watch wrestling with people anymore, so that's nice. I like that. So I get to watch AEW stuff with people that I appreciate and enjoy. So I like that. And then also, my numbers were pretty good this past Tuesday. So my thought is perhaps next Tuesday will also be good. Next Tuesday, also, I think playing Capybara Spa will be fun. Now, I do know that some people, Tuesday, they had plans. I'm just doing Tuesday now, kind of all out of nowhere, and that is rough for people. They're not available. But I also know people that weren't available ever on Wednesdays, and so maybe I can get them to come out. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not ready to make any big decisions yet because I've only done it once. But I will say, it was weird not streaming on Wednesday. Like, halfway through WWE Dynamite, I was like, oh, shit, no, I don't have to get ready. I don't have to get ready for my stream. It was kind of liberating. And Tuesday, I did spend the whole day being like, you're streaming tonight, Pat. You're streaming tonight. You're streaming tonight. Because I was afraid that I was going to forget, which would have been bad. I don't know if there's anything else. Let's see. I can tell you if there's anything going on with me that I'm getting amped about. Is there anything that I'm like, Pat, I can't wait to do this? I'm trying to think if there's anything. I have not made a decision on if I am going to PAX Unplugged. I have the entire month of September to submit panels for PAX Unplugged. But I do plan on Monday, reaching out to a few people and saying, hey, if I was going to PAX Unplugged in December, would you want to do something with me? Because as I said, I have not made the decision yet. I don't know if there is if I'm actually going to do it or not. It would be for the whole weekend because it doesn't make sense for you to fly. Because I got to fly from South Carolina to Philly, so it doesn't make sense for you to go there for like 1 day or 2 days. Last year I flew up on Thursday and left on Sunday. I probably would do the same thing, but if I'm going to go up there to do multiple panels, maybe I'd actually fly back on Monday. And maybe I would fly up on Friday and just go right to the convention and do it like that. I don't know. Again, I don't know. We got our bucket seats for the front. Look at this. How unsafe is this? Big old bucket seats. No seatbelts on this vehicle. I don't see any seatbelts. Again, this is not meant for a minifig. This is very much not meant for a minifig. No way they're touching those pedals. We got some time. Let's get this done here. Get the steering wheel installed. But yeah, I am like reaching out to some people that I know out there. I need a second gray here. And just being like, hey, what do you think about us? Like, if I was going to be up there and you were going to be there, what kind of panels could we do? Or, hey, if I was going to do one of the panels that I normally do, would you be interested? Are you going to PAX? Like, I am reaching out to some people that, like, basically I'm looking at who went to PAX West that has been to PAX Unplugged before and might be going to PAX Unplugged this time, and, like, just seeing what's up, seeing what people are thinking about it. Seeing if it's going to be something to, reach out to people about. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so we did that. And then also, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need, that's there. So I can't tell you. I've never been to Unplugged. This might be the year. Yeah, I mean, look, I went last year, and it was nice to be at a convention and see people. It felt weird. Proof of vaccination was required. Had to have masks the whole time. That felt good. I played some games. I talked to some people. I ran into some friends. I didn't see a lot. I think more will be at this one. It was weird. I had locals who were supposed to be coming in. I had 3 people who were supposed to be coming in that were all very iffy, and I did not promote them as my guests, and they all bailed because, sure, they should. So my panel was weird. My improvised postmortem panel felt very weird because I ended up just recruiting some friends last minute, and it felt haphazard, but I would not do that again. I would put the effort into really trying to book people who were already going to be there, and also fully promote it. It was just like an odd vibe, but the actual show itself was very fun, and I do miss performing, so I might go to that this year. I gotta say, but like I said, Monday is the day that I start reaching out to people, being like, hey, what if we did something? All right, so I'm going to have to know a lot more parts for Monday because I don't have a lot of parts here. I'm just going to pull them on. I've got, we're on part the way here of step, 76. Yeah, so we're into step 76. I have knolled up to step 85. And I'm going to probably for Tuesday, I don't think I could do every piece for Monday, I should say, because this amount of white alone will take up a huge amount of my table. So I don't know if I can do that. But what I want to do is go through a lot more of this, like Nola, a lot of it, and figure out how many pieces like I have going. My goal is to finish on Thursday. I think we can do this on Thursday. I think we're not going to finish it on Monday, I don't think at all. But I think Thursday, by the end of the stream, we'll have completed this. So sometime next week, also $10 patrons will get a poll of what I build next. immediately after this, immediately after I'm done with this, if the because I know that Sazabi, everyone's favorite chatter, Sazabi, bought me something off my wish list, but it didn't have Prime shipping, and supposedly that's going to arrive any day now. So I got to build that, but I won't count that till I have it in my possession. I got a new case for my Raspberry Pi, and I want to kind of put it together, and like it's got a little fan, and I just want to that's going to take like 20 minutes, but I don't do tech stuff on this stream, so I thought that would be kind of fun to like watch me figure out how this case works and install the fan and get my Raspberry Pi 3B ready to go, because the old case I didn't want to keep it anymore, the fake NES. So I got a good case that also, like I said, has a fan and has like will cool it well or whatever, has good airflow. So we'll take a look at that. But tonight's stream is done. We're gonna wrap up this stream here. We're gonna call it quits for the evening. We've made a lot of progress on this vehicle. We got doors in the side and all kinds of stuff ready to go here. I'm gonna take 2 photos of this when the time comes, so I can show off how it's looking, show it with the doors and without the doors ready to go. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I hope you had a great time. I had fun. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream, is we go and find somebody out there doing cool shit that we want to go hang out with. So I hope you will come along on this raid, because it is fun. It's always fun to go see what people are doing on a Saturday evening. Sometimes gamers, sometimes model kit makers, sometimes people just doing chatting streams. But let's see who's playing some. Hey, we talked about it on stream. Joe Kim. First off, sorry, but I actually should check this because I don't know when Joe started. My buddy Joe Kim is playing a video game that I would like to check out. The community manager, Roll Crit. Okay. All right. Well, Joe Kim's been playing for 3 hours, so I don't know how long Joe Kim is going to keep playing, but we're going to go raid Joe Kim because Joe is great. We love Joe Kim, and Joe Kim is checking out Disney Dreamlight. So Disney Dreamlight Valley, I should say. So we're going to go check out Joe Kim's stream of Disney's Dream. Oh, why can't I say the name of this video game? What the fuck? Disney Dreamlight Valley. We are going to raid Joe Kim and check out Disney Dreamlight Valley. I don't know why it's Dreamlight has been messing me up, but whatever. The Disney game. We're going to go raid Disney's Animal Crossing right now. So feel free to come along in this raid. I hope you had a good time tonight. I hope you will check out a future stream. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend and good things happen to you. And I hope you come back on Monday. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for coming on this raid. Have a great night. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.